Well, hello there and welcome to another training video. In this nugget, I will be showing you on how to install Xampp in Windows 10. So let's get started. Well, the first thing you'll want to do is to navigate into your browser and type in Google Xampp and then select the first option, which is apachefriends.org. Now, once the link opens up, there are different versions of Xampp that you can utilize depending on how you want to deploy your local host. So we have the 64-bit up here that can be used with a PHP version 8.0.28 or 8.1.17 or 8.2.4. I will select the very first option, which is 144 MB, and I'm running a 64-bit machine, so I'll select that. If you feel that you need to get a different version of Xampp, you can click on More Downloads and find other compatible Xampp with Windows XP or 203, depending. I'll click on Download, and it will automatically start downloading into my computer. If it doesn't, I'll just click here to make sure that I force download it. I'll be taken into the source files of Xampp. Since I'm using Windows, I'll select Xampp for Windows. This is the file I would like to download. And I'll pick 8.24, which appears to be the latest. Now I'll just give it a few seconds for the download to complete, and then we'll proceed from there. So once the download is complete, I'll navigate into my downloads folder and select Xampp for Windows. I'll right click and select Run. I can run as an administrator or just open. I'll minimize this window so we have enough visual of what is happening. So Xampp will request to make changes to my computer. I'll select yes. And the installer will launch, allowing you to do customizations and select location for installation. I'll click on yes, and I'll get a prompt telling me how important it is to activate my user account or UAC on the system for some functions to work. I'll click on OK, and the welcome splash window shows up. I'll click on next, and this is where I have the ability to select other applications that come in with Xampp. Definitely, I would want to install MySQL. I'll also want to install PHP MyAdmin. I think those are the two important, but again, I'll leave the others as default in case you need them. You can have them on, or if you do not need them, you'll just click, for example, a FileZilla FTP server. I don't need that. I'll just click on the check mark option to remove Mercury Mail server. I'll leave Tomcat checked and I'll click next. Most importantly is to have your MySQL up and running and also your PHP admin. The rest depends on if you're using them or not. I will then click on next, and I will be allowed to select a folder to install my Xampp option. I have created a folder in my local drive C known as www. So I can navigate to C www directly, or I can also click on this folder option, navigate to the folder direct in my local disk C. I'll click on OK to confirm and then have next. You select on language, which will be English. If you want to set it up in a different language, just select on the drop down, happens to be Dutch, but for this video, I will select English. The setup is now ready, so I'll click on next and Xampp will start installing on my computer. It will take a few minutes to install and to restart on my computer, so I will fast forward to the completion of the installation. So after the installation is complete, you'll be prompted to start the control panel now. I'll accept to start the control panel now and select finish. And on the control panel that pops up, I'll want to start two services for my Xampp control area. One, I'll want Apache and MySQL to be on. So I'll click on Start from the actions. I'll start Apache. I'll then start MySQL. I've been prompted to allow it through the firewall, and I'll just select Allow Access for private networks. And also, just to make sure everything is running smoothly for my Apache too. So I'll allow access both Apache and MySQL. So I will click on the admin for Apache. I want us to see what PHP version that we are running. So I'll click on admin tab. And from the pop-up window, I'll select PHP info. Sometimes you can navigate directly into your browser and type in localhost/dashboard and say PHP info. And I can tell that I'm operating under the PHP version 8.2.4. And other information that are included in here, including the location of my php.ini and other valuable information that will help you when you're configuring your scripts within your server. I'll also navigate back into my dashboard area, and I can navigate into the MySQL area. Remember, I can also do the same when I am into my dashboard area and select phpMyAdmin. I can also type directly into the URL area localhost/phpMyAdmin to interact with the database. I can tell there are a number of databases that have been set in as defaults to use with your installation of the Xampp. Every time you want to use Xampp, remember to always navigate to the Start menu, start the Xampp control panel, and then launch the Apache and MySQL services to make sure it's very successful when handling requests through your browser. Once you're done working with the PHP and MySQL and Apache, you'll click on Stop all the services before you log out and quit the control panel Apache. Well, that is how you install Xampp in Windows 10. If you liked this video, please click on the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next nugget.